Hi, this is Steve King.
And I'm Johnnie Putman.
This time on our video road test, we take a look at the 2018 Toyota 4Runner.
Specifically, the Toyota 4Runner 4x4 Limited. The Toyota 4Runner is a truck-based SUV with body-on-frame construction. Its direct competitors would be vehicles like the Chevy Tahoe and GMC Yukon. Others in this large SUV category would be the Dodge Durango, the Jeep Grand Cherokee, Land Rover Discovery, and Lexus GX.
Under the hood, the 4Runner has a 4-liter, 6-cylinder, 270 horsepower engine that's mated to a 5-speed automatic transmission.
It would be nice if the 4Runner offered a power lift gate. Once you get that lift gate up, you'll find you have a ginormous amount of cargo space. Yes, you do have an enormous amount of cargo capability, especially if you're able to flip and stow that second row of seats. As I said, if you're able to flip and stow that second row of seats.
We found the 4Runner's interior to be perfectly acceptable. But anything to write home about? Maybe not.
Some car critics have called the Toyota 4Runner a dinosaur. The dash layout and the fact that there are a lot of plastics are some of the reasons why.
The 4Runner's gauges are typical Toyota, easy to read, and the controls are easy to operate. So you ask, what the heck is this thing on the center console that looks like a window up and down control? Well, that controls your rear window.
I don't know how often you'd actually like to lower the rear window on this sport utility vehicle, but the mere fact that you can lower it is pretty cool.
Even with the sunroof, there's really good headroom in the 4Runner.
Most vehicles we road test these days come with heated and cool seats, so we've seen a lot of controls. In a world of heat and cooled seat controls, this 4Runner actually doesn't pass the test. There's no way you can control these on the fly. You have to take your eyes off the road to determine heat or cool, on or off, up or down.
Even in the throes of a Chicago spring and summer that were providing excessive heat, front and rear seat passengers have been very impressed with the 4Runner's air conditioning.
At a time when most sport utility vehicles, especially in this $40,000 range, offer a long list of technology and safety features, this 4Runner really falls short. Yes, it offers a standard backup camera, front and rear parking sensors, but it does not offer forward collision warning, pedestrian detection, lane departure, and adaptive cruise control, just to name a few things.
Our 4Runner did come equipped with the $1,500 option of a retractable running board. Honestly, we were surprised at how old school clunky it sounds.
On the chunky center console, you'll find the full-time four-wheel drive selector, a couple of decent integrated cup holders, and a couple of tchotchke holders too.
Well, the 4Runner may be a rather hefty vehicle, but you'll get onto any expressway with absolute confidence. Overall, when you're on a long-haul expressway trip, the 4Runner is going to feel just fine. But if you go over a bump, you're going to know you went over a bump.
We think you'll be pleasantly surprised at how little wind and road noise you'll experience in the 4Runner. Something we don't experience in a lot of vehicles these days is seeing the hood. What a nice surprise. You can see it in the 4Runner.
While not excessive by any means, the steering in the 4Runner is a little looser than I would like it to be. Even with its heft, the 4Runner doesn't feel top-heavy during cornering.
Tall drivers, you will find if you have your seat pushed back and you need to flip that visor around to your left to protect you from the sun, pull out that extension and it doesn't do too much good.
Even though, as we've mentioned, the ride in the 4Runner can be a little bumpy at times, but even given that, we could absolutely take the 4Runner on a long trip.
The 4Runner cabin gives you a nice open feel, which means overall visibility is quite good. This V6 engine gives you mediocre gas mileage, 17 in the city, 20 on the highway, and we got a combination of 18 or 19 miles per gallon.
So, after a week spent with the 4Runner, what did we think? Well, one of my strongest impressions was that even with its shortcomings, and there are some significant shortcomings, the 4Runner is a comfortable, easy-to-drive vehicle.
And I thoroughly enjoyed driving and riding in the vehicle. It's only when I started really thinking about what it does not offer compared to the competition that I realized that, yeah, I could take it on a long trip, but would I want to live with it for years? Probably not.
As we're driving it, this 2018 Toyota 4Runner 4x4 Limited, stickers at $46,874.
For more information, as always, check out what our friends from Consumer Guide Automotive have to say at cgdailydrive.com.